And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy DAZ'S, and this my journal. If you new here, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, I appreciate you. And keep getting this game and keep taking these gems. With all that being said, today what I'm talking about is the signs that you're gonna see right before you level up or get something that you the signs that you're gonna see right before you get something that you actually want. So the first thing you're gonna see is it's gonna feel like everything is being taken from you. And that's because God is removing everything to change you from within. When I first started my journey, I just prayed to God. I said, God, I can't keep living like this. I gotta change. And the first thing I started noticing when that happened was I was losing everything. I lost friends, I lost money, I lost the car I was driving. I just lost everything that I was attached to. And now that I'm looking back on it, it's because God want to remove these things so he can change your mindset. What I mean by that is, like, if you stay attached to things that's putting you down, how can you grow? The only way to grow is to detach from the things that you've been attached to from before. Like, personally, I used to drink a lot. I used to be a heavy drinker. I detached from drinking. I used to just want to sleep around with every girl. That's not my focus no more. I'm not focused on that. I used to party every single night. That's not my focus no more. So it's like he removed everything to change my mindset. Now I think different. Now, like, I want to do things to make me, to improve who I am as a person, to improve me every day to get 1% better. So that's the first thing right there. What happens? You're gonna lose everything. It's gonna feel like you're losing everything. It's gonna feel like life is going upside down. But he just shaking things up so he can make room for the new. So don't feel like when you losing everything, don't feel like you just want to throw life away or you feeling like you too depressed, or just know that in order for you to gain good, you gotta let go of the bad. So that's the first thing right there. The second thing is you start looking at things that used to be fun like going out as a waste of time, like partying, drinking, chasing girls, going out, anything that takes you from your goals. So anything that don't help you get to your goals don't seem fun anymore. Let me say that one more time. Let me put it in a way where I can fully understand it. You're gonna start, like, if you, as me, let me give you my example. I used to be a heavy drinker. That was my fun. Drinking, eating, partying, sleeping around. That was my fun. But after a while, that just wasn't fun to me no more. Like, I started drinking. Whenever I would drink, I would feel weird. Like, I wouldn't even feel good. Like, it wouldn't even make me feel the same when I started drinking again. When I started partying, instead of partying and wanting to be the life of the party, I'll be in the corner and I just wouldn't. It wouldn't excite me as it used to. The things that would excite me is getting a chapter of a book done, or doing certain things, like just getting better. That's what excited me. Doing things that was fun to me now. That's what really excited me. Because I realized that the things that I was chasing before was leaving me empty. Drinking was giving me fake confidence. Going to parties make me feel like I had a fake community. Indulging in eating everything was making me feel like I'm like, or they say kings are supposed to be fat. No, kings are supposed to take care of their body. But things of that nature wasn't fun to me no more. So it's like I let it go. And that's part of the process of the first step too. Is that when you remove certain things from your life, you realize that it was only holding you back. It looked like fun, but it was only holding you back. So when you going through this process and you see yourself changing and you see yourself like things that used to excite you, it don't excite you no more, know that you're growing. Know that you're getting better. Don't feel like you missing out on something. I used to feel that way too when I first started. I used to be like, damn, I go to this party, or I'm seeing people on Instagram and I'm seeing them do this. I see that these people do that. I'm like, damn, I want to do that. But you're not missing out on nothing. You're not missing out on nothing. Trust me on that one. Because whatever is out there is parties that's going in the next 5 years. It's still gonna be new parties. In the next 5 years, it's gonna be beautiful women out there. It's the next. Build yourself up. The things that like it's in the next 5 years, it's gonna be more lick out there. It's in the next 5 years. Do you see yourself being the same person that you are, or do you want to grow from that? And the only way to grow is to find things that help you grow, fun, and the things that was holding you back, it's just not gonna seem fun no more because you know it's not good for you. So that leads me to my next point. You start to figure out what has real meaning to you. The things that don't matter, you cut out because you realize life meaning is whatever you want it to be, and you can cut out everything that's meaningless. When I say that, you start to figure out things like, I realized that I love learning. I love being a student to life. I love being a student to life. So with that being said, I like reading books. I like listening to podcasts that make me feel better. Or not make me feel better, make me think. That made me think about certain situations so I could think about how I can react or move in a different, I'm not even react, respond and move in a different way next time. So I started finding meaning in like my music. That's my passion. My music, being artistically creative. That's what I'm finding meaning in. So whenever I want to have fun, I'll find fun in doing something that correlates to my meaning. Like I'll go out to do a video shoot and make the most fun of it. I'll have so much fun doing a video shoot now that it's way more fun than when I used to go party. I have more fun figuring out how to mix a certain record a certain way and finding out certain like new ways to like just do things. That's my excitement now. That's what brings me joy. That's what brings me fulfillment. That's what brings me life. Doing the right things, feeling good about who I am as a man, as a person. That's what brings me fulfillment. And that's what I mean by meaning, like, because a lot of times, like, we'll give meanings to things that, like, don't even really matter. We'll give a meaning to, like, sleeping. Like, back in the days, I used to give meaning to sleeping with a lot of women. Say, oh, if you sleep with a lot of women, that shows your value as a man. Now, that does not have no meaning. What has meaning is coming home to, like, a loving girl. One wife, a wife that and being able to build with somebody, learning how to deal with somebody through the tough times, but also having somebody that deal with you through your tough times and want to see you win too. Things that give you meaning. You're gonna start finding fun in that. Basically, you're gonna start growing up. You know what I mean? And your whole vision or your perspective on how you look at things change, and when you start looking at things differently, your perspective change, and when your perspective change, you change because you're not thinking about it the same way. Like now, when I think about a party, it's like, all right, if I'm going to this party, what am I gaining from going to this party? How can I gain something from going to this party? If I can't gain nothing, I'm not going to the party. You know what I'm saying? So that's the third one right there. And then the fourth thing I started to notice was I started trusting God and following His voice instead of my way. Because you learn that you got to ask for what you want and let God provide it. What I mean by that is, like, I used to try to force everything. Like, oh, I got to do this, and I'm trying to force it. Like, I'm trying to force things. For what? For what? If I say that it's going to get done, just know that it's going to get done and live in that energy like it's done already. Believe that if I told God, yo, I want to do something, or God told me to do something, just get it done. Because you know it's going to lead you down the right steps. You start to realize that when God tell you to do something, it leads you down the right steps. You ever had, let me give you an example. You ever had like an idea, like a voice like tell you like, buy this, and it's random, it's super duper random. But then 6-7 months later down the line, you see that you needed the thing that you thought about buying. You like, yo, damn, I actually need this. Like 7 months later now, and I actually needed that. So it's like I started to listen to that voice and started saying, you know what? It might not feel good or comfortable, but I know that I need it. This is what I need. And I'm starting to trust that now. To lean on a voice that's telling me what I need instead of telling me what I want, or telling me what what my flesh wants. Listen to my soul more. And my soul is connected to God. You know what I'm saying? We all connect to God. It's just, we got to start learning to trust the positive voice that we have in our head now. Because a lot of times we'll hear something negative, we'll think something negative and be like, oh, that might happen. So if you can like think like that, why you can't just think like, all right, you know what? God told me to do this, that might happen, that it can happen like that, it's gonna happen. Stop trusting the negative and trust God. Trust God. Tell him that you want something. Yo, I want this, God. And he gonna put it in your life. He might tell you, you gotta change this, you gotta change that. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. It might feel uncomfortable, but the uncomfortability is where you grow. So now when you get what he asked you, what you asked for, you have the character to sustain it after. You get what I'm saying? So like when you ask God for something, he's not gonna just give it to you. He builds you into the person that can get and keep it and multiply it, rather. You know what I'm saying? So just learn to trust God and follow his voice. Follow the positive. Leave the negative alone. Don't give no energy to the negative. Give all your energy to the positive. Follow God and trust his voice. I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of things that he tell you to do later down the line that's going to come out. You're going to be like, wow, I see why he told me to do that now. You know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, you start seeing everything you ask for straight in your life, for straight in your lap in your life. What I mean by that is like, when God working on you, it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while because he crafting you. You got to be able, you got to be, he's putting you to be the person to be able to control and not control, to be able to sustain whatever he's given to you. Because if you can't sustain it, it's not from God, it's from the devil. Because the devil wants you to crash and make you feel like you failed. But God could turn that failure into something bigger. And then you're going to start, when you start seeing things fall in your lap, you're going to realize that, oh, he made me do this because of that. He made me do this because of that. Now, if I was doing this, when he told me to do it, when I got here, it will be installed in, like this will be happening already. Like you can't ask God to like, it's, I forgot his name. It's Jim Rohn, right? It's a saying he said. He said, if you get $1 million, he said it's best you become a millionaire, or else you're gonna lose that money fast. And at first I'm like, if you get the $1 million, you are a millionaire. But then I had to realize, like, no. It's a difference between having $1 million and being a millionaire. A millionaire is a mindset. It's a mindset. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your finances? How do you go about building your finances? How do you go about building yourself as a person? Can you calm down when the money slow down? Can you know how to stop spending? Or just little things like, and that's what I feel like God do. Because if he makes you $1 million, if he just give you $1 million, you don't know how to sustain it, you're gonna lose it. And when you lose it, you're gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can feel worse than before you even got it. So God builds you up to become the person that you need to be, to sustain whatever that you ask for. So when you're going through them rough patches, don't feel like life is going against you. No, look at it like life is working for me. Life is working for me. How can I learn from this situation? How can I learn from this situation? What can I do to improve on this situation in the future? Next time if this situation happens, how can I improve on it? Look at all your failures as learning lessons, because you only getting better to get what you ask God for. Because you're gonna go through things when you on your way. But as long as you keep your mind in the right place, and you keep your trust in God, even when you're going through the bad things, you're gonna see that everything gonna just eventually fall in your lap. Because everything just takes time. Time is your best friend when you got God on your side. Remember that. Time is your best friend when you got God on your side. Now, with all that being said, I just gave y'all some game on what I noticed every single time I'm at the level up. Every time I'm at the level up to a new level, or just do something new, or something like it's new beginnings in my life, I recognize these things, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. So if y'all recognize it too, you could like take whatever you learned from me, or whatever you hear that resonated with you, and understand that we all go through it. You know what I mean? So however you can learn from it to grow from it, keep learning. With that being said, it's your boy Daz. This my journal. I appreciate you if you made it this far. Let's keep going. Let's keep being great. Let's keep getting 1% better every single day. I'm out of here. Peace.